But anyway, so I'm walking down to this store that I'm going to. And as I walk by, I saw this other store. And I've seen it a lot. And I've seen the name and all. But I've never actually been in there. But it had this big sign, 50% off plus. I'm going, that's my store, okay? Now, you guys are joining us for 7 nights of worship this week. You're going to have to really follow me, Mr. Cameraman, because you're going to have a hard time, okay? But I go into this store. And when I stepped into that store, I swear I thought I'd stepped into another planet. I looked around and there were all these aliens going like at the speed of light. And none of them were above 18 years old except for 3. And I mean, they're all over the place. And my first inclination is this is the wrong store. But my heart said, but it was 50% off. At least just check, okay? And so I put on my man pants and I stood up straight. I thought, these teenagers are not going to run me out of their store. And so I go in, I'm looking, and I mean, they're looking at me like, what's Grandpa doing here? I'm telling you, it was the most awkward shopping experience I've ever had. I promise you. And so I'm in this store, and like, this guy comes up to me as soon as I go in, and he goes, sir, can I help you? And I'm thinking he's probably thinking he's buying for his son or grandson or something. No, I'm just kind of looking, and actually I was looking for that 50% clearance thing. I finally got back there, and I'm thumbed through it. But the prices are great. That's not me, but what would Tanya say? Well, Tanya's not here. She said to go shopping. So I found this shirt. You knew I was getting there, right? Some of you were wondering. I've already had the other service go, I was wondering where you got that shirt. I noticed that, I walk up to the counter. There's 13 and 14-year-old girls ahead of me. And they got all their stuff, I've never even seen half that stuff. But anyway, and they're buying, and I get up and I take my shirt. And she rings it up and she said, sir, that'll be $5.49. I went, whoa, 5. I thought it was only 50% off. She said, oh no, everything on that rack's $5. I said, would you hold that thought? I went back over to the thing and I started doing that. I'm going, I don't know what that shirt says, but for $5, I'm buying it. And so for the next couple months, if you see me come in with something really strange, just know I got a great deal, okay? Tanya will never let me shop again. I mentioned it on Facebook. She's not with me, remember. She's in another place. And she goes, please don't wear any of that until I see it, okay? It's too late. This morning, Joel took a picture of me for a service and sent it to Tanya. She's probably in the cardiac department somewhere up around Melbourne where my grandkids are. But here's the point. In that store, in another universe, in another planet, there was an older lady, a grandma with her daughter. The grandma had been in her 70s, if not 80s. And the mom, I'd like to say my age, she was probably younger, and her like 16-year-old daughter. And they were shopping, and the mom was helping her through what she was going to get. And I thought, that's the picture that every kid needs when they're still at home and they're still learning wisdom.